Next week, to go. And already, close to 10,000 fans wait for them to appear on stage.
Now, those people right down there are people just as far down that way. Hello, people.
These are the people that love us. These are the ones that are buying our records. I can't wait. This is going to be the best. This is going to be the best.
Do you want to see Scandalous or... Would you like you guys to sing, maybe?
Just seconds to go. Anna realises that there's a problem.
Oh, now Anna's mic's not working. What sort of a song is it going to be with only 4 mics going?
So, guys, the mic's got down, so I'm going to have to try and dance with the microphone in my hand.
Never having rehearsed with a hand mic, Anna must perform the dance moves and sing. The group's energetic performance wins over the crowd. The technical problems are hardly noticed.
Unbelievable. It's exceeded all our expectations. I can't believe it. We did it. Well, the crowd was fantastic, but there was a few little things that went really wrong.
Any technical problems?
A lot of technical problems, actually.
Thousands of fans line up, hoping to meet the group and get their autographs.
I'm just having the time of my life, and all these people, no problem. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming along.
Thank you. And
their support is what's going to get us up there anyway, so I'm so pleased to be doing this.
I'm determined to stay here until I sign every single CD.
There was so many more people than I expected to be there. I thought maybe we'd have 2,000 max, maybe 3, like if we were really lucky. But Adelaide actually pulled through at over 10,000 people.
Can I just say I'm so proud to be an Adelaide girl, and so is Daniela, and we think Adelaide rocks.
You'd think that if we went to Adelaide that me and Anna would only get appreciated because we're just from there, but honestly, there were so many banners of Simon and Jason and Tamara. I was getting so jealous.
I don't even know how to explain it, but all I can say is it's addictive, and it was awesome. So thank you guys so much for coming.
I've got to take a step back and really take it all in, I think, because it's just washing over me at the moment, so I've got to give it a bit more of a chance to sink in, and then I think I'll just be way more blown away than I am now.
You guys rock. Thank you so much. Mwah.
Adelaide was a raging success. Next stop, Sydney.
This is kind of, where we're based at the moment in Sydney, so I think it's a little bit more important to make a good impression.
It's the biggest city in Australia and the toughest market to crack.
They say Sydney's the hardest crowd to win over, I think, because there's so much happening here.
After the technical problems in Adelaide, the microphones are checked and rechecked.
Fingers crossed, it's not going to fall this time, and my mic's going to be working, so it's good. This is a good sign.
We've tested, retested.
All microphones work perfectly, and the performance runs like clockwork. Another couple of thousand fans are won over, including Popstars finalists Atalana Heel and Arnott Olsen.
It was absolutely mind-blowing. It was fantastic. We were sitting right down the front and I was just blown away that the people that I was on the Gold Coast with have made it right here to this shopping mall in Sydney, and they just looked brilliant.
Hello, how are you? Thank you so much for coming today.
It was fabulous. They came together really well. They were clicking off each other. And just the song has got a whole vibe about it, which is, you know, you just want to move when you hear it.
Thank you so much for coming out. It's really hot out there, isn't it? How are you?
Meanwhile, back at Festival Mushroom, David Champion monitors the daily sales figures.
We've got a very strong singles chart at the moment. The current number one, the Shaggy single's been out 7 weeks, sold 15,000 units last week. That's going to be a hard one to dethrone. At the moment, it's neck and neck. Some stores, Scandalous is number one. Some stores, Shaggy's number one. So it's going to be a neck and neck race all week.
It's Friday. The group's in Brisbane. In just 3 days, the chart results will be known. While the crowd builds, Scandalous have a chance to catch up with Popstars finalist and TV reporter Aniela Hedich.
How are you?
How are you?
Hey, Bert.
Oh, Richard.
Good, how are you?
Good to see you.
So tell me, what's life like as a pop star?
The additional media exposure is essential. The more singles that are sold, the higher it will debut in the charts. Meanwhile, thousands wait anxiously for the group's arrival. It's the biggest crowd yet, close to 12,000 screaming fans. Before Scandalous perform, a few aspiring young pop stars are given the chance to strut their stuff for the audience.
You're so sexy. You're so smooth. And no idea that you're gonna lose. The game you're playing with my mind, not mine. Say, why do you treat me like that? No.
But the enormous crowd's here for one thing, to see Scandalous. It's an extremely hot day, and the temperature is still rising.
Probably the hardest part today is just with the density of the crowd, is actually being able to distribute water around.
Security tries everything to cool down the crowd. But for some, the excitement and heat are just too much to take.
All at the same time, guys. When Jeannie says go, you let go of those balloons.
1, 2, 3.
Let's bring him on, people. Brisbane meets Scandalous. You guys have been doing a pretty busy schedule. We were in Adelaide on Tuesday. 10,000 people showed up in Adelaide. Sydney yesterday, about 7,500 squeezed into a little shopping centre. And have a look at the Brisbane welcome. It's great.
The long wait in the heat has not dulled the fans' enthusiasm.
The crowd here is just, the vibe is incredible. I can't believe how many people turn up. It's 28 degrees and they're standing out there waiting. Awesome.
Unbelievable, guys.
That was the biggest yet. That crowd is wild. They are awesome. I can't get over them. They're crazy.
Blew me away. blew me away. I stepped out on that stage. It's mad, and seas of people, as far as you can see. It's the most overwhelming thing I've ever experienced.
Brisbane has been fantastic. I mean, all the states have been great. Brisbane's been fantastic. I just can't wait to get to Melbourne now. And it's just like one song isn't enough. Every time I finish that song, I just want to perform another one. They're great.
This is the third of the Instores. It looks like it's going to be the biggest one to date. We're selling a lot of singles. I'm really starting to feel now confident that we could be nailing that magic number one. But then again, there's a lot of doubt. I think we're going to pull it off, but I don't want to jinx it.
The whirlwind promotional trip continues. Melbourne too attracts thousands of fans.
5 members of Scandalous are, we have Simon,
We
Daniela, Jason.
Scandalous even go online to chat with their fans that could not make it to a performance.
Firstly, we have James Baker from Carrollton County in Georgia, USA. He's seen you on the website and he says that you're cool, and will you visit the States?
Oh, well, we
yes,
hope so.
we sure will.
I think that's one of our biggest goals is to go overseas and especially to the States as well.
Sure.
We've also got a question from a girl, Gina, in England, Putney actually. She loves your single and she says it really rocks, and she wants to know, do you have an album coming out?
Yes, we do. It's being released here in Australia on the 7th of May.
Okay, we have Ellie O'Reilly. She watches every episode of Popstars, and she'd like to know if Daniela and Simon are going out.
Well, let me just say, he wishes.
Yeah, every day.
It's really funny
Every
because
question we get
this is our chance to talk to the internet.
Yes.
Yeah. Every time we get
Speak the
asked this
truth.
question,
Yes.
I just say, I hope we are, and Danielle denies it and says she's going out with Johan, and I go, no, please tell me the truth. But
We're just so comfortable being around each other. Like we just
It
have
may
this
seem weird.
chemistry,
We're all good friends.
and it comes across like, oh, they're together. But that's only because we're in the public eye. I mean, everyone has best friends.
The Popstars website has already had over 500,000 hits. The week on the road has flown by. It's Monday morning, and an anxious wait for the music chart results.
Thank you.
Come on.
Oh.
Listen.
Everyone in the group knows just how much is riding on these figures.
hey, I can't see.
Okay. Whatever happens, honestly, guys, whatever happens, you should be proud because you guys work really hard, okay? In Western Australia, we were number one.
Yay.
Yes.
Yay. Good.
In South Australia, where you guys rocked, you were number one.
Yes.
Oh, that's two.
Queensland, we were number one.
Oh, sorry.
Victoria, were number one.
Don't.
New South Wales were number one.
It's official. Scandalous are number one across the country, selling 22,000 singles, double the competition.
Oh my God, I'm shaking. I can't believe this.
This is the most unbelievable feeling, and we've worked so hard, like in the in-stores and stuff, and just like we worried about it all night. I can't even talk. Can you?
I can't believe our first single debuts on the charts at number one. That's something like an act dreams of and works all their lives for. This is our first single. I can't believe my mum was on the phone. It's so cool.
Scandalous heads straight into the record books, becoming only the second Australian act to ever debut at number one. They're now regulars on the A-list and favourites with the paparazzi. Interviews, photographs and autographs become a way of life.
I didn't think it would be that much fun. No. I mean, you can get addicted to that, I reckon. Do you want to go back to
Let's do it again.
No, right, let's go on the ride again.
With a number one hit under their belt, Scandalous are now the most popular group in Australia. Me, Myself and I is not only a number one, but over 70,000 copies have already been shipped to record stores across the country. It's gone platinum.
So many extraordinary things have happened in such an extraordinarily short amount of time. You've done your families proud, and you've done your fans proud. I hope so. All I can say to you is be true to yourself, and all your dreams will come true. And let me now introduce you to Jeremy Fabini from Festival Mushroom.
It gives me enormous pleasure to present you with the Platinum Awards, and I know this is going to be the first of many. I can feel a Platinum album just around the corner and many more to come. So it's over to Jeremy. It's over to David.
Present this first to Daniela. Simon, congratulations. There it is, congratulations. Maybe jump in the middle with those two guys. Well deserved.
Oh yeah! It's hit home now. It's like this is what it's all about, you know.
I almost feel like crying, but I think I'm too tired. But this is fantastic.
Beautiful, fabulous.
I've always wanted to release a song, but I've never known that I could make it to number one. These guys are legends, and I cannot wait. This is going to be so much fun.
I can't believe we've gone platinum so soon. It's just the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life.
Thank you.
Thank you, Thank you so much.
For the first time on 7, The Object of My Affection premieres tonight at 8:30, right after Dharma and Greg coming up next on 7.